given the oddness of your schedule with Tokyo and then a game right after that, you had to adjust practice plan, scheduling for this training camp?
Not just only a little bit, Doug. I mean, like, kind of put up on the board like how many real practices we had till the ball had to go up. So just accelerate a few things. You know, you got to get a certain base of things in so you can function in the game, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, just special situations and things like that so you can function a little bit. So we probably bumped a little bit of that forward, knowing we're only got, you know, this today was a real practice, and then we got a semblance of one Monday before we play on Tuesday, and nothing till then. So I think it was yesterday we did that and realized we only had 2 practices left until we go up. So again, you just have to get some of your organizational things in a little bit more, yeah.
How about the fitness stuff with the players, like the conditioning, the shape-wise?
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's not a lot of concerns here down, you know, through the 20, right? I mean, other than, you know, Mark and Kyle, right? I think everybody else is in really tip-top, so not concerned there.
Have Mark and Kyle done anything?
Yeah, Mark's been in about half of the practices. Kyle's still out. He'll be a little bit yet.
With Kyle, is it strictly his thumb, or?
Yeah. Yep. Strictly his thumb.
Nick, anything surprise you at this point, like in terms of your timeline of what you wanted to do at camp, and are you ahead, behind?
Yeah. Well, I think we're feels like we're a long way ahead offensively, and again, I just think that's a year of me under the belt and a year of a lot of guys back, right? I think that's just normal. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm pretty pleased with the effort and the intensity at which with what we're going at the defense at, and I just think that's always going to be like, you know, do we want to do it? Yeah, I think so. Right? Do we want to play it? Yeah, I think so. Can we get a foundation built? Yeah, that's what we're working on now, and then it becomes a growing process over the year of how slick you can become, you know, in communication, you know, some trust, handling mismatches, you know, all those things that really make your defense special. But I really like, you know, like our ball pressure's been good. I think our rebounding, checking out, block out stuff's been super high level, right, for this time of year especially. So we'll see, but it feels like that to me.
How much of that can you do without everybody being on the floor?
Well, with if you're speaking about 2 veteran guys that have played a zillion games, you can do it without those guys, because they'll come right in, and all the reps and games and stuff that they've got in, they'll catch up really quickly, and plus they're 2 of the smartest guys in the entire NBA, so that doesn't hurt either.
You brought up Serge a couple times over the last few days. It sounds like he's been an early standout. What's impressed you most about what he's done early on here?
Pass the ball. He's handled the ball and passed the ball a lot. First of all, he's in great shape. He had a good summer conditioning-wise, so he's in really good shape. He's putting in a lot of long sessions here, a lot of minutes, a lot of runs. He's not. I mean, he's really doing a good job, and his conditioning's letting him do that. But mostly his passing. He's been really good at facilitating, and he's taken it in there and kicked it out quite a few times. He's taken it in and dumped it off to Pascal a few times. So that's probably been the single most impressive. And again, also just his I don't know, camaraderie or his fit right now feels really good. The guys really, you know, that group of guys that are playing together, which you would consider our first 7 or 8, you know, really look together out there, and he's a part of that.
Do you anticipate using him more at the 4 this year, or?
Yeah, probably just because of need. I think just need. I think that, you know, the gap right now, what you would say is in the 2-3 hole, losing Danny and Kawhi, right? So where are we plugging that from? Well, we're obviously plug it by bumping Kyle up, and Norm will sit in at 2 and 3, and OG will probably play 2 and 3, and maybe bumping Pascal down. So last year I was trying to open up those 4 minutes for guys like Pascal and OG. Well, now we're trying to fill those 3 minutes. Ish.
Was Serge any lighter behind the scenes last year than he'd been in previous years? Like with us, he seemed a bit more lighthearted, and he had his, you know, YouTube series. Did he seem more comfortable in any way behind the scenes?
This year or last year? No, no. He seemed much more comfortable this year, like light years more comfortable. I mean, last year was a little edgy, you guys. You understand, you got a first-time coach and a bunch of new players, and nobody really knew where they stood. Nobody knew what positions. I was talking all this. Nobody knows who's going to start. You know, Serge may not. You know, there was a lot of tenseness around some of that stuff, and we were all trying to get to know each other a little bit. I mean, it's a different feel of them trying to get to know me as a head coach than it was as an assistant.
Are you starting to get a feel for what some of the young guys and newer guys can give to you with this team, or is it still a little early for that kind of thing?
Like, give me some examples of who you're referring to.
Where Terrence Davis might fit, or even Patrick McCaw, you had mentioned.
Yeah. Listen. Pat to me is like is part of the group, right? He's part of the eight guys that I would say that don't be surprised if he runs out there as a starter on any night. Really, I mean, listen, he plays. He's got speed. Guys love playing with him. He can direct line drive it. His shooting looks to him has improved a lot, but you know, you never really know until the lights come on with that stuff. So to me, it's like, man, I could feel good about throwing him out there as a starter. So that's a pretty high spot for him to be in, I would say. Terrence, I'm trying to learn. He's a little bit of a combo guard. I've tried to exclusively play him at 1 here. And I think he's kind of more comfortable at 2, but I want to see what he looks like as a 1 because I just like his speed with the ball. But it doesn't really matter, right? But again, there's a package of talent there, right? There's some strength, there's some speed, there's some defensive ability, there's some toughness, there's some shooting, there's some there's a lot of stuff there. Now we just got to kind of mold it and shape it to fit a role that fits us. Like, he needs to learn how to play defense like we want him to, right? He needs to learn, you know, what rhythm shots he's going to take, and then again limit his mistakes. You know, when you're a role player, that's what you got to do. Go in there and hold the line a little bit so you just don't make mistakes and fit in, right?
Are you feeling the same thing with McCaw to do with Serge, more better level of comfort and fit?
Yeah. I just think I think they're both more comfortable. I think they both really know, you know, from like our coaching staff standpoint, they both know we value them highly. They both know we're going to move them positions, so we make sure to get them on the floor. Yeah, so I think they know they got a role and a valuable one, and I think everybody's just, again, with some time, got to know each other a little better.
It lets people breathe easier too, right? Knowing that you're going to play or you're going to have a significant role.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it gives them a chance to really like refine, you know, like now what else can we do, or how else can I help, or whatever, rather than walking around mad at the world. It's okay.
You're excited to see the fans tomorrow? It's gonna be
yeah, I think it'll be good. It's I don't know, what was that, 6 practices now? I think the guys could use the juice and the energy from the crowd watching them tomorrow. There's an awful lot of guys trying to carve a way onto this team or a role on this team or whatever. So I would imagine you should see some pretty good intense play by especially our younger guys tomorrow, and our veteran groups. They've been dominating here lately, so it's good.
Will you coach? Sorry. Go ahead, Grant. I was saying, are you going to coach? Are you going to watch and let these couple of assistants coach your team?
Probably. Yeah. Big time now.
Is Kyle waiting for any medical clearance?
Yes. He is.
Is there a timeline on that?
It's coming soon. I think it'll be shortly. He's got to go to New York City. The operating surgeon's got to clear him, but everything's really positive.